Welcome to another Guide 2 with me, MrSealyp. The Forage and Chips Silo. We have had an update. I have had a few communications backwards and forwards with Bdbssb, the mod creator for this. After it was first put out, I got a comment thanking me for the Guide 2 and responding to feedback from people had said that it was going to go back in and have a look and see if they could add total mixed ration chaff into it, but they weren't sure if they could. I then got a message saying it had been done, it was being submitted to Giants, and hopefully there would be an update. Well, the update happened last night. I didn't get a chance to do the video last night, so this is update mayhem. This is brilliant. This has improved this mod no end. This mod was brilliant before. This mod is even better now. If you didn't watch my guide 2 on the mod originally, go over and have a look. I'm not going to go into all the details again. Briefly, 500,000 litres, 25,000 to buy. It contains so many different things: grass, hay, straw, chaff, silage, and now total mixed ration. I have 64,000 litres of total mixed ration, which I've just made. I'm trying to think what side I've got the tip on. 1 second. Tip side left. Around. I have had a couple of criticisms. Again, it's the damned if you do, damned if you don't. Can I leave up the interactive menu at the top left so people can see what buttons I'm pressing while I'm doing things? And then I have other people commenting saying get rid of it because we don't want to sit in the corner. So I can't really win. Anyway, the unload symbol has appeared, so I shall unload 64,000 litres draining out of the trailer into the silos. So a bit like it was on Drummond Farm when you had the silos took it automatically. This is brilliant. 500,000 litres potential total mixed ration in one silo. If you stick two next to each other, 1,000,000 litres. So you could have a mammoth total mixed ration session, or power food, whatever you'd rather call it. And if I have a look, the only downside is in the menu. There's nowhere for power food on here. It doesn't tell you how much you've got, which is the only minor thing, but that's not too much of an issue because you can always just drive around to the side and click on it. Total mixed ration, 128,000 litres. It will take straw, silage, grass, wood chips, chaff. Chaff's a weird one. I know chaff has been added. I'm trying to work out when you would store chaff. If you've got chaff, you're going to put it in one of the bunker silos. It would be unusual to fill up all of your bunker silos and have so much left over that you want to store any. But anyway, you can put it in there, so that's fantastic. Hay, and back to total mixed ration. So, in part of the update mayhem, the update madness, this mod is awesome. This mod has been improved and absolutely for the better. So thumbs up, Bdbssb, awesome. If you haven't got one, get one. If you've got one, get two. They're brilliant. So there you go, awesome mod. Continuing on with the mayhem. Okay, the Blacksheep Modding 850 hook. When this mod came out, again, I did a guide 2 on it, absolutely raving about this. Love it, loved it. This has also been updated, and for the first time, in my personal opinion, and it is my opinion only, I'm sure I'm going to get a load of hate for this, in my opinion, it's worse. I will explain why. I'll give my reasons why. If you disagree, of course you're entitled to. Everybody's entitled to. This has had a few changes and updated. It has come, there's now an additional, I believe, PTO. So when you hook it up, it will hook up a PTO. But here's the thing. This originally had a separate hook lift section, which was in the trailers section, which you bought separately. So you bought the truck, you bought the hook lift section, and you could drop it off, put it on, drop it off, put it on. So this one unit could be a hook lift truck or a truck on its own. Brilliant, absolutely awesome, phenomenal, loved it, cracking idea. The fact that the actual hook lift bit could go onto the Terra variant was a bit of a naughty one. It was a little bit, it wasn't intended for that, I don't think, but you could do it, which made it, and I said at the time, priceless. Such a brilliant mod. They've changed it. It doesn't do that anymore. If we go into our mods and go down to trucks and scroll along, we go to the 850 hook and click on it. When we go down all the different attachments available, and if you want to see what these are, you can have a look on my original, I suppose original, it's not the original anymore, this is different. So you can have standard or back attacher, change main colour, change wheels to wide, change rim colour, design with the different signs on, design colour, and then this is where the difference is. You can either have it with the hook lift support or standard. That baffles me. I'm honestly speechless. I cannot praise Blacksheep Modding highly enough. Love their mods, everything that's come out. I always say they're faultless, they're impeccable, they never fail to impress. This is like a step backwards. This is like when they got rid of Concord. It is a step back on the evolutionary scale. I'm not quite sure why. There is probably a very good reason why. There's probably a very sensible explanation why. I'm just baffled. I don't know why. The problem is now you've got to have that if you want a truck and that if you want a hook lift, whereas before you could have the one unit and it did both. You have to have one of each. So you're paying out double to get two, which again, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm missing something. But anyway, so moving on. They have added on, I believe, was one of the other things. The running lights are orange down the side and a bit brighter. That's all very lovely. And at the front, wonderful orange lights. But here's the other thing. And again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just going to put on this just to make sure I haven't missed anything. Steering, there we go. Right. All-wheel steering. So originally, I don't think I changed the settings on it originally. I was concerned that it had been made worse by this as well. On the original one, I think it just had all-wheel steering, or the rear wheel steering, as standard. And I think what they've done now is in the menu, if I do R1 and then press L3, I can change it from front wheel steering to all-wheel steering. It says all-wheel steering. It's front only or front and rear. So if I turn now, the rear axle will turn as well as the front axle. If I take it off, just the front axle turns, the rear one stays the same. I'm glad that is in there because I was concerned that they'd taken it out completely, so that was something else that had kind of been removed. Like I say, it is my own personal opinion, whether people agree or not, but as part of the update mayhem, the update madness, I personally think it's mad. I really do think the mod is worse for it. The mod itself, cracking, absolutely amazing. The textures, brilliant. The lorry's great, 850 horsepower, phenomenal. Yeah, brilliant. What was awesome about this mod when it first came out was the versatility. The option to have one or the other. Yes, the fact you could add that onto the Terra variant was an extra. It was like a bonus thing that wasn't supposed to happen. But yeah, there you go. You be the judge. It is, of course, always down to your opinion. You may disagree with me. Absolutely, you're entitled to. But yeah, so the Forage and Chips Silo, awesome, brilliant, great improvement. The 850 hook, I'm not as impressed with the update personally, but there you go. It's one of those things. I was adamant I was going to have one of these on probably every map I did, obviously apart from the very, very small ones, because of its versatility. Now the problem is as well, there are so many hook lift options available, I don't know that I would get it with the hook lifts, because there are hook lift trailers, there's the IT runner. The beauty of this was you could use it as a truck, 850 horsepower, and unhook the hook lift. So yeah, I don't know why it's happened. If you do know why, drop me a comment, let me know what is the reason for the change. And obviously not necessarily just speculations. I think it might be this. I think if you really do know, then let me know. And I don't want to get loads of hate. I'm not bashing Blacksheep Modding at all. Like I've said so many times with mods and modders, I don't mod. I don't do what they do. I can only imagine how difficult it is and how complicated and how hard it is to get a mod into game. I'm not knocking them. I love the Blacksheep Modding stuff. I love their mods. This one particular time I'm just a bit baffled. That's all. I hope you found this little update, say little, it's probably taking me just as long as it normally does to do the video, this little update informative, useful, surprising, shocking, mayhem, whatever. If you do, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share the video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, thanks for watching.